responsible for murders and crimes that are committed in Honduras, it would be much easier to deal with Lobo and the group that is running the country. But with U.S. support, it is almost impossible to communicate with them because they are opposed to my return and opposed to the establishment of a democratic system of competition. They do not want to compete. They simply want to impose their ideas on Honduras.
In other Honduras news, the dead body of a Honduran journalist, Israel Zelaya Diaz, was found this week with 3 gunshots to the head. Diaz is believed to be the 10th journalist killed in Honduras this year. Dozens of Honduran journalists have been threatened or attacked since Zelaya was overthrown in June of 2009. Sweden's top prosecutor has announced plans to continue investigating the co-founder of the whistleblowing website WikiLeaks, despite clearing him of rape charges last week. Swedish authorities issued an arrest warrant for Julian Assange on Friday, but dropped the case the following day. On Wednesday, Swedish prosecutor Eva Finne said she may bring other charges against Assange.
I've decided to drop the case that was originally called rape. I looked into the matter. I said earlier that I don't suspect rape, and I looked into the matter to see if I can suspect any other crime, but my decision is that I don't suspect any crime in that matter. I'm going to tell the investigator to contact the suspect's lawyer, and they decide when it's possible to hold an interrogation.
Julian Assange has vehemently denied the accusations and said they're part of a campaign to discredit his organization. WikiLeaks, meanwhile, has carried through on a vow to publish a CIA memo. The 3-page report from earlier this year discusses the potential of the U.S. being seen as, quote, an exporter of terrorism should U.S. nationals commit terrorist acts abroad. Former Republican National Committee chair and George W. Bush campaign manager Ken Mehlman has publicly revealed he's gay. Mehlman spearheaded Bush's 2004 re-election. He went on to head the Republican Party between 2005 and 2007 as it pushed several anti-gay initiatives. In an interview with The Atlantic magazine, Mehlman said he decided to come out of the closet in part to help campaign for gay marriage. A new study says over half of babies living in poverty are being raised by mothers who suffer bouts of mild to severe depression. The Washington, D.C.-based Urban Institute says the high rate of depression among low-income mothers could affect their children's development. 1 in 9 infants in poverty with mothers that have severe depression are typically breastfed less than other infants. Just 30% of low-income mothers suffering from depression said they had received medical help. And the Republican co-chair of the Obama administration's bipartisan panel on cutting the deficit is under criticism for again disparaging recipients of Social Security. In an email to the Older Women's League, former Senator Alan Simpson writes, quote, "We've reached a point now where it's like a milk cow with 310 million tits. Call when you get honest work." Earlier this year, Simpson was videotaped calling Americans reliant on Social Security, quote, lesser people. Simpson has apologized for his latest remarks, but critics, including independent Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont and Congressmember Peter DeFazio of Oregon, are calling for his resignation. And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman.